Hello Aquariuses, welcome to your March 2018 intuitive reading. So if you're new to my channel, hello, and if you're coming back, hey to you as well. As some of you already know, I like to change things up each month, do a slightly different spread, a slightly different sort of collaboration of intuitive systems. And so I'm not doing the runes with this month's spread and this month's insights, but you can find me using the runes in the moon tiding video, so check that out if you haven't already. But for the monthly readings, I'm simply keeping it to the animal oracle deck here, the Druid animal oracle deck. Love it. It's a beautiful deck. I love working with spirit animals, so I'm incorporating these, and then of course the tarot this month. And I'm just gonna start shuffling away here. We are plunging in, Aquarius. So Aquarius, let me know how was February? How was your new moon that happened in your sign? Because you also had a solar eclipse that happened. It was on the 15th of February. How was that? Drop me a comment below. Let me know kind of what happened, maybe what you felt, all that good jazz. Because I know for me personally, and I'm a Leo sun, Leo rising. And so for me personally, okay, you just had an animal spirit card like dart right over here. So hang on 1 second. I'll show you it in a minute. So honestly, I feel like Aquarius, you have one more animal spirit actually. So I'm gonna keep on shuffling. You're getting an extra animal spirit. I don't know. I just feel the calling. So it was a little intense, a little mind-boggling, and yeah, just mind-boggling for me, honestly, personally. It kind of, I feel like it shook up some things within me, like having to redirect some of my ambitions, some of my goals a little bit. So that's a little frustrating it was a little frustrating for me, but I know, and I know that it's essentially a good sort of reset and redirecting of things. But I'm just telling you, that's kind of what happened to me. It was a little heavy. It was a little frustrating, but a lot of good stuff has happened around then as well. So anyways, let me know how it went for you. I'm not going to talk too much about astrology this time, like even less. So I'm just going to mention when the full moons are, because that's going to be pretty big this month because we're having another blue moon. Okay, I feel like the cards are done, so I'm going to go ahead and take you down here, Aquarius. We are just seriously getting super psychic here. So the first card that did literally fly out for you guys is Horse, which I love. I'm going to take 3 cards off the top in accordance to the 3 rays of light here. Okay, and then you have Crane. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and take you back up here with me. So, hold that thought. So, we have a full moon in Virgo, March 1st. And then we have another full moon on the 31st of March, which is going to be in Libra. And honestly, what I'm picking up right off the bat from Horse and Crane here for my lovely Aquariuses is you're working with solar energy, the sun, and that deep, mystical moon energy as well. You're working with goddess and god, moon, sun, because the sun and the moon are standing out to me big time on both of these cards for you, Aquarius. Now, what exactly does that mean? I think that means awesome things, honestly. I mean, things, whenever you have luminary planets in your sign or in your chart, or that kind of energy is predominant, it really incites and encourages things to grow and show up, manifest so fast in your life, and the things that you deeply desire to. I mean, that is what I'm picking off just right off the bat. I feel like this March, I mean, this is going to be a very powerful and illuminated month for you, Aquarius. I mean, seriously. You know, with horse, you have drive. You have swift, quick things really taking off, really moving ahead with projects, with your goals, being very connected to the land, the earth that is right underneath you, you know, what is in front of you, and then being able to pull and understand the invisible, spiritual side to things as well. That is the beauty of the horse here for you guys. And there is definitely a spiritual power that it seems like a lot of you Aquariuses are able to just kind of pull into your environment, because crane here as the other one, crane is, you know, just, it's very much typically kind of represented as the face and as the little guide that walks you to the other side, that shows you through that mystical, ethereal sort of doorway. And the crane also, it's interesting because we have horse, which is about, you know, fast, forward, you're moving, and then crane is about being still. You know, crane will stay there in the water for like hours until they plunge in for the fish, for their food. And so there's a patience, some kind of attribute of patience with horse here. And so it's, if you're kind of waiting for some behind the scenes things to show up, to work themselves out, give it time and just kind of be easy with those things or those people that are just kind of working behind the scenes. Because what I'm picking up is that there are some other larger things that are just working behind the scene here. I'm picking up like infinite flow, infinite sort of abundance of things just like developing. But there's going to be a little bit of patience required of you. But at the same time, there is a lot that is taking off for you, Aquarius, right here, okay? So let's get some more details with the tarot cards here and see what else shows up, okay? And by the way, whenever I was meditating on your sign Aquarius before starting the video, the word that I got for you, because this is something kind of different I'm doing with all the signs this month, is hearing and kind of feeling the word that comes to mind. And the word that came up for you guys was, honestly, it just flew from my mind. Oh no, I hate that. Don't you hate it whenever, oh my gosh, it's like right on the tip of your tongue. You know, it's right on the tip of my tongue right now. Oh my goodness. Well, whenever I remember that word, I will let you guys know. Oh, okay. So since this did not land face up, I'm going to put it back in the deck here. But we have a few here that have fallen out. All right. First 2 weeks of the month, boom, out right there. I want to say the word that I initially first came to me for you, Aquarius, was flippity. Okay, I was feeling that one. Flippity. Like maybe being a little uncertain about some things. Or kind of flip-flopping with some decisions or people in your life, perhaps. Okay, I feel like this is it. Okay. Bottom of the deck, look at that. 8 of Wands. Okay. Take a sip of my tea here. So Aquarius. First week we have King of Cups and 7 of Pentacles. To me, Aquarius, what this is speaking to me right off of the bat is kind of nurturing, watering those intentions, keeping those projects, those goals and ambitions fresh, and making sure that you are diligent about growing those, that you are making sure that you are serious and diligent about pursuing and growing these goals, these ambitions, and big ideas that you have, because I do feel like there is movement, there is just this flow and take off for you, Aquarius, really in the first week here. And we have very, planets, there's many planets in Pisces right now, which is a water sign, and then of course the Virgo full moon on the 1st. And this is like that water and earth energy right here telling you that as long as you keep up with it, keep up with what this unique thing is for you. It'll be different for every single one of you Aquariuses, of course. This is a general reading. So whatever it is that you have your sights set on here and that you are cultivating, continue to water it. continue to just pour your heart and your soul into it. Because there is takeoff and flow from the efforts you're putting in. And I mean, in the second week here, so we have the 5 of Wands and then the 4 of Pentacles. Now, there was a water sign that did get the 5 of Pentacles in the first half of the month as well, and I can't remember what water sign it was. So this could be you clashing with a water sign at the beginning of the month, you know, working through some differences of opinion. That's what I'm getting at, is kind of maybe really relearning or reevaluating, I should say, Aquarius, reevaluating how you are interacting and approaching issues with other people, and finding a way to be really proactive about it, and be honest about it, you know, because we also have the 4 of Pentacles here. You know, in the 4 of Pentacles, he's like holding on really tight to his coins, to his possessions here. And so I almost feel like there is this sense of Aquarius, you wanting to hold back in the second week of March here. You wanting to just kind of hold back and keep to yourself. But I really sense like this sort of passionate exchange of energy here, you know, this is like, you have to compromise. You have to learn how to compromise with these people, with this partner maybe even, you know, you have to find some kind of common ground and compromise. You're going to have to address it. And it might be something that just kind of makes you feel like you're having to kind of just conserve yourself and set yourself apart from a little bit of this chaos, you know, step away from this heated conversation or this heated fight that's breaking out. You know, this is kind of you, I feel like, taking a step back from it all and being a little bit guarded. But you want to be self-expressive. You know, you in order to resolve the conflict, you have to express yourself. So there is a need to do that, Aquarius. And then moving on, we have the 6 of Swords and the 6 of Wands here. So 6 is prominent in the third week. Okay, so this is definitely movement. I think this is, yeah, this is where you're probably going to see the most takeoff, the most movement in March, that Horse especially was speaking of. Because look, you have with the 6 of Swords, rowing people to a new land, a new environment, a new space. Trusting the journey too. There's a need to really intuitively just trust. Know. I think you'll be able to gather the facts. Maybe some facts that were missing at the beginning of the month, because maybe you just felt really good about something here. But now you really know with that 6 of Swords, and there's no doubt. You know, without a doubt, you know, and it's time to move on. And this, to me, this is very progressive for you Aquariuses. And just big progressive moves. That is the word that is showing up right now. And, you know, with the Six of Wands here too, this is, you know, all about reaching that destination that you're after, that you have been after, that you know, and it could just be a small, you know, new sort of habit, mindset, a new sort of placement, a new way of doing something. You know, it could be something small, but, or it could be something pretty big. But either way, it'll be unique for each and every one of you. The Six of Wands is showing this beautiful sense of recognition, being seen. You know, he's being kind of put on a pedestal here almost, you know, being seen by all these people, and feeling that pride in what you're doing, and others really giving you credibility for it, and others really admiring that sort of pride that you have here, that pride of accomplishment. And so there is definitely something that has to be accomplished, or that is being accomplished. You know, we have the Seven of Pentacles sitting on top of the Six of Wands here in the spread. So this is totally speaking of your work and what you've been taking care of here, showing up and being seen, being loved by everyone else. The bigger picture, you know. And here at the end we have Temperance and the Sun. Temperance and the Sun, both fire energies. Temperance is technically, it's related to Sagittarius, and then of course the Sun is a Leo card. So there's actually, you know, there's a fair amount of fire energy in your reading this month. So your creative power and excitement about things, or I should say more so passion for things, is lit. Aquarius, it's lit. This to me, especially with Temperance here, showing up is things really coming into balance. Things coming into balance. And others being at peace with you, with your decisions, and you being at peace with others. You know, Temperance is sitting under the Five of Wands, where we saw that, you know, passionate conflict showing up here. Well, you're getting that tempered out here with Michael, the fire angel. So whatever might be going on in the second week of March, by the end of March, you're definitely going to see some resolvement and some peace with it. And then there's just going to be a lot more flow. And whenever I said luminary type energy, and, you know, with the sun and the moon showing up with horse and crane here, you know, at the beginning of the reading, we have the King of Cups, right? Water, oceans, the moon rules the oceans and the tides. At the end of the reading, we have the sun. So there's something very powerful about working with fire and water element. The elements of fire and water for you, Aquarius, this month. Something about it, and I can't put my finger on it. This will probably just be revealed to each and every one of you when the time is right. But those elements are somehow working very well with you this month. And it's how you're going to really, I mean, you're shining at the end of the month. I mean, look at these 3 cards together. Look at it this way, like, okay, look at it this way. We have 6 of Wands, Temperance, and the Sun. It's shining energy and being seen by others. Your work and your efforts, you being able to keep your cool, and be collected is going to be seen and appreciated by others. That's really what I'm getting. And, you know, with the Sun here at the end, this is just like feeling completely happy, Aquarius, perhaps even meeting a Leo who might help you kind of get out of this funk where you're holding on too tightly and being too guarded. You know, it might take that Leo person to help open you back up again, to help you see the joy in life and the light and the liveliness of it again. If some of you are slacking on that and you are feeling too guarded, yeah, that could very well happen. But more so, not even just a Leo, but the Sun just speaks of that joy and that happiness and that lightness and prosperity. You feeling and seeing results. I mean, the Sun is truly smiling upon you, Aquariuses, this month. So awesome. Congratulations. Woot woot. There's movement for you here too. Remember. So Aquarius, that's all for March, okay? And be sure to check out the moon tiding videos as well. I'll be putting out another one in probably another week or 2, and we'll discuss what that next full moon, the blue moon, is going to be bringing up for us again. Another blue moon. It's just so crazy. But anyways, Aquarius, if y'all are interested in doing a personal reading with me, I'm going to leave my Etsy shop information and email below. And so get in touch with me. I love working one-on-one, and it's going to be an exciting month. There's some excitement, and don't worry, I just have to say this. Don't, be too overly concerned with this, because you're going to find that harmony and that sort of balance with those people or in that relationship again. You're going to be able to temper out that, passionate energy. So, but anyways, guys, seriously, I will see y'all next month. And yeah, just stay tuned in. All right. Okay. You guys have been awesome and supportive. Been great teachers for me as well. All the best. See you later. Bye.